Every single thing you do as an artist, make textures, create blend files, every single one of those things takes up space on your hard drives. The best 3D artists know how to manage that space so in the future they can save themselves time and energy when starting new projects. This allows them to keep in their creative flow and keep making new projects without any interruptions in between. Today I'm going to show you a program that could potentially open up a lot of space on your computer, allowing you to keep making art and keep that creative process up. Here's a cool new intro. I had about 14 megabytes worth of space left on my C drive and I desperately needed more space, but I had no idea what was taking up my space. So just in time, through Linus Tech Tips, I found a really useful program that allows you to free up space on your computer. The program that you should download and that I'm using today is WinDirStat. I'm going to have links in the description. If you click the link in the description, it should provide you with this website. From there, you can click the download button. It might take a second or two, as you can see 5 seconds up in the middle of the screen here. But after that, it's going to download WinDirStat.exe. All you have to do is open it, go through the instructions, and then you'll have it installed. From there, once you open up WinDirStat, you'll be greeted with this page. Now this shows you all of the local drives on your device, and it asks you if you want to open up all of the drives or some individual drives. For me, I tend to store all of my programs on my C drive, and then I tend to store all of my photos, videos, textures, all that good stuff on my D drive since it's a lot bigger. So if I want to free up some space on my D drive, I'm going to start by clicking this. From there, you can hit OK. You're going to see a bunch of Pac-Mans going across the screen. It's going to do its thing for a couple minutes, but once the progress bar gets all the way to the right side, you'll have a screen just like this. Now at first this may look super intimidating, but this is a visual representation of what the storage looks like in your computer. To understand what squares are what and what tiles are what, all you have to do is just click on a square. For example, if I click on this blue square towards the bottom of the screen, I can see that this file, this MP4 file, is taking up that much of my hard drive space there. And you can even see it's 19 gigabytes. What exactly it is, I have no idea, and I'm taking a risk opening it on recording, but let's see what it is.
What is going on, guys?
Okay, so it's a very, very old YouTube video I made, I'd say when I was about 12, on some Destiny content. Now, let's say I don't want this file anymore. You know, I don't even want it in my recycling bin. I just want to permanently delete it. To do that, I can hit the delete key on my keyboard. It's going to bring up this do you know what you're doing? From there, if you do know what you're doing, you can hit yes, and then it'll bring you to this section here. It'll ask you one last time if you want to permanently delete it, and if you're sure, you can hit yes. It'll delete it. It'll take just 1 second, and then as you can see, that blue square is now gone from our screen. We could click on another one here.
Yo, what?
Okay, that's another Destiny video. We're gonna do the same thing with that. Click on it, delete it, and now just like that, that other one was 19, that's 14 with some quick maths. Oh man, that's about 20.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Wow, that took me a long time. That's gonna be 33 gigs worth of data just from 2 videos. Now for me, I know for my VFX shots, I like to break it up into a bunch of individual files as PNGs instead of one large MP4 file, because I find it works better for loading it into your RAM. So instead of one large square, like this gray one down here, instead it might look like all these purple squares down here. Let's click on one of these small gray squares down here. Now keep in mind this program is going to take 1 second, and as I can see, this isn't any PNG file. This isn't stuff I want to mess with. So I keep clicking around. Look at this. Here are a bunch of uncompressed TIFF files that I'm never going to use again. I did some VFX work of my grandpa sitting in a chair. That render, by the way, you can find on Blender Sponge on my Instagram. But since I have no use for that, I can select all of these files, delete them, and then that's going to clear up a lot of space from my computer. What I can do with the files if I want to get rid of them is click on the main folder that all the files are stored in. You can see this is going to create a little square here, and it lets me know that all of the files are taking up that amount of space on my hard drive. So we're going to do the same exact procedure. I'll press the delete key, and then I'll press yes. Then it's going to ask me if I want to move it, and then all of those images are going to be moved to the recycling bin. To control if your images are going to the recycling bin or you're permanently deleting them, we recommend you use this cleanup option here. As you can see, it has a delete to recycle bin and a delete no way to undelete, which is a permanent delete option. As I said at the beginning of this video, this can save you a lot of space. I have this huge red square here where all of the files, if we take a look, 3.5 megabytes, not a lot of space, but let's scroll all the way up to the start where all these files are stored. Look at that, 34 gigs of space. Now that's a lot for a bunch of files that I'm never ever going to use again. So I'm gonna go up here to the cleanup option. Since I'm never gonna use it again, I will do the permanent delete option. I'll click yes. It's gonna ask me one more time if I want to permanently delete it. Of course I do. So I'll hit yes, and then that's gonna clear up a huge section of my hard drive. Now here's the section where we need to be serious. I am not liable for any files that you delete from your computer that may cause instability in any of your programs or Windows itself. WinDirStat gives you a warning as well, but make sure you're not deleting any files that you don't know what they are. Especially on your C drive, Windows can take up a large section of space, so please be wise in deleting your files and only use this tool if you know what you're deleting. With that having been said, thank you so much for watching the video today. If you don't know already, I throw something extra at the end of every single video, not really related to Blender or art, but it helps some people, so I like to throw it in. Now I'm trying to quit a bad habit. I have a couple bad habits in my life, but I'm gonna do one at a time. And what I found that instead of just trying to quit your bad habit, replacing your bad habit with a good habit is much more beneficial to you. It'll actually help you quit that bad habit a little bit faster too. The habit I'm trying to break is having a bad sleep schedule. Now while I could get away with it in the summer, I'm going back to college now, so I really need to have a good sleep schedule. So that means I need at least 8 hours of sleep every single day so I can be at my max production. So I'm going to break that bad habit of going to bed late every single night, and in addition I'm going to start a new good habit of working out every single day. Now with my lifestyle, I'm already super active, but working out towards the start of the day gives me a lot of energy for the rest of the day too. That's what I've just found in my life recently. If it helps you, that's great. And if you're still here, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I've been a member of the Blender Dojo. Hope you like the new intro scene. Keep training, everyone. And yeah, I hope you have a good day.